What's up guys, my name is Jack, you're watching JBTCG, and today we're going to go over my top 5 Pokemon investments for the month of November. And this month is going to be wild, I can guarantee it. Now we're going to do a giveaway for this video, so make sure you stay till the end so you know how to enter and what you can win. But as always, before we can go into my top 5 investments for the month of November, we have to go back to my top 5 for October and see, do I still think they were good pickups? What would I rate them on a scale from A to F? And we'll see if I continue to pick up the same products through the month of November. Coming in at number 5 for October was the Crown Zenith Sea and Sky collections from Sam's Club, and I'm going to rate these an A+. I still think these are an amazing investment. You get 14 packs for $40 plus sales tax, whatever. Comes around like $44, $45 if you have Sam's Club Plus. I personally think it's worth it. I'm buying a good amount of these Sea and Sky collections, and Crown Zenith is going out of rotation. So these are an A+ pickup. Big fan of these overall, and they haven't really made any moves in the market purely because they're still in stock. At number 4, I had a Stellar Crown booster box under $100. That is very specific. If I'm buying it above $100, I don't think it's a great pickup. But you can easily find these under $100. I think all PokeTCG, which is a website I personally use and is very reputable in my opinion, they have them for like 98 or something, but I bought them off TikTok using coupons. I got mine at like $88 or $89, can't remember exactly. But I'd rate this a B tier pickup just because the demand for Stellar Crown is not up there with 151, Evo Skies, obviously, or Surging Sparks, or even Twilight Masquerade. So it's really getting overshadowed by a lot of current sets, and I think it will continue to get overshadowed in 2025. But I do think it's a set that people will come back to, so I don't think it's necessarily a bad investment, but you have to make sure that you can get a good deal on it, because if you buy a Stellar Crown booster box at $110, I don't really see huge growth and great percentage gains on that in the next couple of years. So overall, for Stellar Crown as a set, I expect a long, gradual increase in price. None of these spikes that we see 151 or Surging Sparks having. At number 3, I had Fusion Strike and Rebel Clash sleeve booster packs from the Pokemon Center. They retail at $3.99, and this would be an A tier pickup in my opinion, but they went out of stock the day I uploaded the video, which was unfortunate because I just hadn't thought to buy them that day. I was thinking there was going to be more stock and I was going to buy them later in the week, but things don't always work out. The cheapest 36 pack lot for Fusion Strike sleeve booster packs on eBay is right around $200 right now. So considering you could buy 36 from the Pokemon Center at $143 with free shipping, that's a $60 difference between a cost of 36 packs. So that would be a great pickup, and you could even make a quick profit by flipping this, but I just missed out on it, unfortunately. And if you managed to pick them up, good on you. At number 2 was Lost Origin Pokemon Center ETBs, which are $50 from the Pokemon Center. These actually sold out as well. I don't really have much else to say about this. I've talked about Lost Origin Pokemon Center ETBs a bajillion times. I'd rate this a B+ investment in my opinion. Not much to say. They're really cool looking. They're alternate arts of the regular ETBs, and sealed cases of these do get a good premium. So if you manage to pick up a sealed case, like I have a sealed case behind me, then that would be a win. The only reason I'm not putting it in A is because it's not a crazy liquid product. It's not like a Surging Sparks booster box where they're selling like 200 a day, or 151 just packs in general where a million of those are getting sold. So I think that's what's holding back these Pokemon Center ETBs from being like an A tier investment in my opinion. And now onto my number 1 pickup for the month of October. This was 151 products at retail across the board. I don't care what product it is, as long as it's at retail, that's a win for me. And I'm putting this in A. Easy A. 36 pack lots for 151 in English are around $290 right now. When you calculate it out, it comes out to around $8 per pack, and 151 products at retail range from $4.50 per pack to around $6 a pack. 151 is extremely collectible, and it's extremely liquid, and it has absolutely gone crazy in price in the singles and sealed product over the past month or two. So in my opinion, any 151 product at retail is an A tier investment, and I managed to pick up some, so I'm very thankful for that. All right, on to what you've been waiting for, my top 5 Pokemon investments for the month of November. And be sure to let me know down in the comments what stuff you guys are trying to pick up and what of the products that I'm picking up you're a big fan of. Now on to number 5. This is Surging Sparks booster boxes. I already have some of these pre-ordered, but if I'm able to add more to my investment and collection, I will happily do so. My only caveat is I don't really want to buy any boxes above $130. I think that's kind of my threshold. You're still able to get them in the 120 to 130 range, but above that, it's getting a little too expensive, and I think there's other better pickups that have more opportunities to shoot up in price. But overall, in my opinion, this is a great set, and the hype is absolutely real. The pricing for the cards, I made a video last week talking about the pre-release pricing where there's cards over $300, there's a Latios at $200, and a bunch above $100. So this is going to be a set with huge depth and huge set value, and that's great for an investment. I think that even when sets like Terrestrial Festival and the Team Rocket and the like Gym Heroes-esque set come out in 2025, this set will still get opened. It'll still be on Rip and Ship streams. There'll still be people chasing the Pikachu, chasing the Latios, chasing the Hydreigon. It's going to be a big set, and I think it's going to be a great investment. The only thing I'm really wary about right now is FOMO and going in too hard at too high of prices. That's why, in my opinion, the booster box below $130 is still a great pickup, but above that gets a little bit shaky for me. Moving on to number 4, we have Twilight Masquerade sleeved booster packs. Now, I've found these for $3.50 per pack on allpoketcg.com. I'm not sponsored, by the way. I know I mentioned them twice, but they just have good prices and their products are also good. So booster box prices for Twilight Masquerade are up around like $150 to $170. It's fluctuating a good bit there, but that comes out to around $4.50 per pack. But you can get these sleeve booster packs for $3.50 per pack. That's a pretty big margin. There's a pretty big gap there. And as we know, sleeve booster packs kind of move along with booster box price long term. It's always slightly off, slightly more expensive or slightly less expensive in some cases, but they generally follow along with the booster box price. So anytime there's a big gap between the price per pack for each of these products, generally the cheaper one is a good pickup. That means it'll make up that ground fairly quickly, or it will just make up that ground over time. Like Fusion Strike sleeve booster packs, I was touting them as a great investment for the past couple of months, and that's because you could get them for $143 for a set of 36. And then lo and behold, they go off Pokemon Center website, and the lowest listing goes from 178 to 210. And I know when I talk about sleeve booster packs, a lot of people get upset and they talk about liquidity, and I agree. Booster boxes are more liquid, but sleeve booster packs, I have little to no issue selling them. I've sold lots of Fusion Strike sleeve booster packs with no issue. Silver Tempest, no issue. I've sold loose pack lots, Evo Skies, 151. There's really no issue in selling these things. It just may take a little bit longer. Like it might take 4 days instead of selling out immediately when you list it. And if you don't need that cash and need that money immediately when you list the item, it's not really that big of a deal. But overall, Twilight Masquerade has been making massive moves. Check out this percentage gain of the booster box over the past 3 months. Also, check out the percentage gain of the Greninja from the past 3 months. This thing is above $300 for a near mint copy, which is insane. It's up there knocking on the door of the Giratina V Alt-Art, which is in my opinion the second best card from the Sword and Shield era. But overall, Twilight Masquerade I think is a good investment, and you want to get a price per pack as low as possible, and right now, these aren't that expensive. Moving on to number 3, this is going to be Surging Sparks Pokemon Center ETBs. At the time of recording this, these are out of stock on the Pokemon Center website. Now, if you hear that in panic and you're like, oh no, I completely missed out, usually these Pokemon Center ETBs come back into stock on release date. So this will be November 8th. So keep your eyes peeled. They will likely come back into stock if you missed out. I already pre-ordered some myself, and I'll probably pick up another case when they come back into stock on November 8th. As we know with these Scarlet and Violet Pokemon Center ETBs, the promo card can do wonders for these things. The Snorlax from 151 is up around $100 right now. The Charmander from Obsidian Flames is expensive as well. And the Paldean evolved Pikachu with the Fuecoco, Quaxley, and Sprigatito all around it is also incredibly expensive. And then when we look at these sealed Pokemon Center ETB prices, they're really, really expensive. Now, does this mean that every Pokemon Center ETB is a great investment and a great pickup? Not necessarily. If you look at Twilight Masquerades, which great set, great chase cards, great depth, everything. The ETB is still in stock in the Pokemon Center because its promo card doesn't hold that much of a premium. This one with the Magneton that looks insane, made by the same artist that made the Giratina V as well as the Magikarp illustration rare. This card is really crazy, really out there, and it's kind of like a new reprint of the base set Magneton. It's in the same positioning on the card. It looks like the exact same. The only difference is everything else in the card, which I think is super creative and it's done extremely well. And I think it's going to hold a big premium going forward. And this, combined with all the reasons why I think the Surging Sparks booster box is a good investment, makes this an absolute win in my opinion. At number 2, we have Paldean Fate's booster bundles, or ETBs if you want to go that route. Paldean Fate singles have been making some massive moves lately. Like if you check out the Bubble Mew, the percentage gains just this month alone are huge. The Charizard EX, which is the former top chase card, hasn't moved that much, but the PSA 10 copy actually has. There's been a recent uptick in interest in Paldean Fates in general, and I think a lot of people are going to be chasing the Bubble Mew and Charizard for years to come. I think it's going to be a lot like Hidden Fates, where you have that iconic Charizard Shiny and the Umbreon Shiny in second. I think the Bubble Mew and Charizard are kind of going to mimic that going forward. Now on to number 1, the top of the list. This is going to be Crown Zenith Sea and Sky collections. I don't know, can you tell I like Crown Zenith? This set is absolutely insane. Probably the most depth I've ever seen. I mean, you could say Evo Skies has more depth, and that's probably pretty fair. But in general, in terms of the artwork that just goes throughout the entire gallery, the alternate arts in the gallery are insane. You got the Mewtwo, which is such a cool combo with the Charizard V-Star. And then you have the 4 gold cards, which are great chases. It's incredibly fun to open. You see streamers and YouTubers opening it daily. And I think because of that and because of how fun it is to open, supply is actually going to dwindle way faster than people think. And right now you can get these for a price per packet $3, which for a special set that is insanely fun to open, $3 per pack is nuts. $3 per pack of any set is pretty good. That comes out to $108 for a booster box of Crown Zenith. And $108 for a 36 pack lot of Crown Zenith is bonkers. Like, it doesn't even have to grow as much and be as valuable as 151 to double your investment. It just has to make it to $216 for a 36 pack lot, which isn't even insane. That's like $6 a pack. I think Crown Zenith 100% in the next calendar year at the end of 2025 can be up at $6 a pack. So investing in these Crown Zenith Sea and Sky collections now, while it's super cheap, this is, in my opinion, a great pickup. And me personally, I'm a big fan of these. So that is my top 5 Pokemon investments for the month of November. Now don't leave just yet if you want to know how you can win this giveaway for this World Championships Pikachu sealed promo card. It's valued around $10 USD if you're wondering about that. And all you have to do to be entered is be subscribed and comment your top investment for November for you. It doesn't have to be on my list, but your top investment. That's all I got for today. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching and stay safe out there.